Okay, we are back. So let's go back to the dashboard and discuss what we will do in this episode. Oh, we have an error. Band policy view any return value must be type of bool. Yeah, we forgot about that. Let's fix this real quick. So in the last episode, we created the band policy, and this is the scaffold that it comes, but it says it returns bool, but nothing is returned here. I will start with false for now, and we can change that later. Can I do like this? Okay, let's see. Okay, perfect. Now, in this episode, we will focus on displaying all the bands for the current user that it's logged in. So we want a couple of things, but simple things. On the left, on the sidebar, we need the bands link that will lead us to the bands index page. And for that, we will need the route and a dedicated Livewire component to accompany that route. We will follow a policy first approach, meaning that we will add the policies and then we'll fix them as we go. We also need to take care of our translations, and then we will just display the data inside the table in this band index page. And before we wrap up this episode, we will write a couple of tests just to make sure that everything works as expected. So yeah, let's begin. So we need, first of all, a Vault component for that. PHP artisan, I think it's make Vault. And I would like to create maybe a bunch directory and then have an index component. This feels right to me. And we will go with the class API. So yeah, it created Livewire bunch correctly, a directory, and then index.plate. Okay, so let's open this, and this is our new component. Perfect. So let's add here, for example, bunch just for our sanity, and we will go to the web routes file and create a new route file for our bunch. So we will use the Vault facade and then the route method. The endpoint will be bunch, and it will search for the bunch index component, and the name of the route will be bunch.index. So I guess this will do the trick. So if we go back and just hit bunch, we are ready to go. So like I said, policy first. So why can I access this? Because currently we don't use any policy methods for that route. Let's fix that. So we have the public function, I think it's mount, and inside here we will use authorize, and we will go with view any and bind model class. Let me import also that real quick so we don't have this here, and this will return void. Yes. If I go back now, I don't have access, and the reason I don't have access is because we have this band policy that does not allow us to view any bands. So if I switch that to true and refresh, now we have access. So this is good. We have this here. Maybe I forgot to remove it. Let's go real quick, sidebar. So yeah, I have already added that, but this is how we added this link. We have this bands index link, and yeah, it's under the policy as well. So if we go to songs real quick and disable the band policy one more time. So we have two things here. The link is disappeared, so we are like safe in the front end side, and also if we hit the bunch endpoint, we are safe from the backend as well. So we are good to go here. Okay, let's start building that. Let me go to songs.index and still a little bit. We need this flux heading here as well inside our index component. And let's also fix the translations here. If we go to lang, let me add one file here as well for bands. It's already there. I forgot to remove that. So yeah, let's use that. It will be bands.bands. And if we refresh, this looks better. And then I will need probably a Flux card. So behind the scenes, I'm using Flux. So if you're not aware of Flux UI, I guess one of the best front-end libraries with components that goes alongside with Livewire. So yeah, visit here. It's worth the registration and the money. This is a paid plugin in order to use it in your Livewire components. So here we also have Flux card, if I remember correctly, and then I don't remember them by heart, so let's steal some boilerplate here. This will do the trick at the table here, and let's take a look how this looks like. Okay, this is perfect, and let's leave some margin from the heading and the card as well by adding a class here, margin bottom maybe 4. Yep, this looks good. Let me separate these as well. And here, the only thing that we have for our bunch is, for now, the name. I think I have already a translation for that, which is bunch.name. So yeah, here we go. And this will go away. And for table rows, we need a for each to fix that. So we'll use the with method here. So public function with, that it returns an array. And this is actually how a normal controller would return the data inside the blade file. So we use the same approach here. So it will have like a bunch key, and let's fetch the bunch from the logged in user, and we have this bunch variable, and let's order by name and paginate. I guess this will do the trick. So now in our template, we have the bunch variable. So I can say for else, maybe, and we will go bunch as band, and we will need like one table row, and then remove all this repetition here, and we only need one table cell for now, and this will be band. Here I don't have auto completion, so sometimes let's add a comment here, maybe PHP and PHP, and here I can say that we will have a variable that is a band, and the variable name is band. So now let me take a look. Do I have auto completion here? Yes, I have. So that's just to help me out, and I guess we are good to display that. Let's see, and yeah, have an error. And for else, do we need an empty here as well? I'm not sure. Yeah, and this is what will happen when we don't have any bands. So then we would like to maybe add a message here on the table that says, do I have no bands found? Okay, but we will test that out in our tests. So for right now, I think we are good to go. Let's see what we have so far. So we created a new route alongside with a component, and that's basically it. We added the policy in order to check if we are allowed to visit that endpoint. And here we scoped the bands based on the user which is currently logged in. It's not like all the bands in the database, but only the ones that belongs to the authenticated user. And we paginate that. And while we are here, I don't remember, so let's do something real quick. If I go to, let's change something and test something else as well. Here, let's create from 20 to 50 real quick. And let's add PHP artisan migrate fresh.seed. Let's go back to Chrome, refresh, relogin real quick. remedies.petros@gmail.com, and the password is password. We are missing that pagination here, so let me see. We need that as well. So if we go back to index, and in the table element here, we need to paginate that variable. Let's take a quick look. So yeah, here we go. So this is like, why is that? I remember now. If we go to Livewire documentation and search for pagination, I think, basic usage. We need to import something. Yes, we need that trait use with pagination. So here, let's import that. Okay, let's try again. Let's go to the next page, and yeah, we're good to go. And everything works, and we have also that variable on the query string parameter. So I guess we are good to go. Before we wrap up, I would like to create some more tests. And the first test I would like to test is that when we visit that endpoint, we can access that endpoint. So let's create here test. Let's go feature test, and we will go with band index test. Test template, I think we're good to go. Let's add that. So this, let's go with it, displays all bands and accepts function. So what do we want here? Let us quickly check the happy path. So we have a user. Let's create one user by using the factory. Let's import that. And then we can go this, acting as user, get, and the route is batch.index. Let's assert, this is assert. Okay, let's run this real quick. Okay, this passes. Let's also check that an unauthenticated user cannot access that route. Unauthenticated users cannot access the path. Yes, perfect. Thank you for that. So we are copying this and we are removing the acting as assert found, because it's not like we don't have access, we are not logged in. And I think assert redirect to login. Perfect. So when you are not logged in, you visit the band index, the assertion is not found. And let's move forward. Another test would be to check that the data is properly displayed there. So we can use a browser test for that. It displays. Let's fix that test. Here we don't check that we display the bands. It can access the bands index. And here we can add another test. It can display all bands, maybe, function. So for that, we need a user and we need to create some bands for that user. So it's bands. Let's use the band factory, count 3, not that. Let's use the 4 instead for user. And to be honest, let's just create one for now. We'll do the trick. And let's see. Let's use the acting as user and then its visit route index. Let's assert, let's see the band name. This makes sense for me. This is passing. And one last thing that I would like to display here is that we also need to make sure that this is always there, this link. So let's do one more, but let's maybe create another test for test sidebar test, and it displays the band link. So how we test that? So let's create a user factory create, import that, and let's log in as the user, and then let's visit what's the dashboard. Yes, it's dashboard. So let's visit route dashboard, and now let's see. Let's first bands. Let's start with that. I guess this will pass, but just for our sanity, let's change that or add link there. Let's rerun the test. So we can maybe go to the sidebar. So this is the link here, and add the data test. And let's say bands index sidebar link. Why not? Let's copy that, go here and assert visible. And in order to check against this data test, we need the @ symbol and then what we had before. So let's rerun this real quick. we can click that bans index. We assert redirect from here. I don't remember. Assert, maybe route. Let's route bans index. So after you click, I assert that the route will be the band index. Check that as well. It accepts the string directly. Let me rerun the test. And yeah, everything passes. So what we did here, we created a user. This is a browser test, so it opens the browser. Can I do debug here as well? Let me run the test again. So yeah, this is the end of the test. If you debug it, so it's opened in the bunch route and everything is good. Before we wrap this up, let's check what we did so far. So we created a test for the index, and we checked that unauthenticated users cannot access the pad page. And if they do, they are redirected to the login. Let me remove that. It's not what I want. And then if they have access and they visit that page, we get an assert OK that the page is there. And then we check to see that if we have a ban for that user in the database, we can check and see that this is displayed in the browser as well. So this is good. So for ban policy, we just added this in the start of the lesson because we have a bug. It was supposed to return a boolean, but nothing was returned here. So this is that. And here, let me switch back. It's okay. We can leave that there. And for the sidebar, we added that menu, and we also added that data test attribute here, so we can use it in best tests as well. And we have the sidebar test that it checks to see if the link is available on the sidebar, and when you click it, it redirects you to the bunch index. So it does what this is supposed to do. And we added that new route in the bunch page, and we also created that index page here. Added that authorization in the beginning, retrieved the authenticated user bunch, and inside the template, we displayed that information into the table. So I'm happy with where we are. This is the index page. We are committing these new changes. Next lesson, we will focus on just creating a form where the user can add new bunch to his account. See you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.